Welcome to Rochelle, Illinois, a place that is revered by rail fans not only in Illinois, but across the Midwest in general. Cutting through Rochelle is a Union Pacific eastbound local freight, with two 4,000 horsepower GEs and a block of mostly reefer cars. Rochelle is the point where the former Chicago and Northwestern Geneva subdivision, now part of Union Pacific's overland route between Chicago and the West Coast, crosses the former Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy, former Burlington Northern, now BNSF, Northern Transcontinental Main Line up to the Twin Cities. Due to the sheer volume of rail fans that visited the area, instead of the city running rail fans out of town, they decided to build a park for visitors in 1998. Its opening influenced other communities across the United States to open their own railroad parks, including the infamous Fostoria Park where I live. This eastbound loaded coal train is coming out of the Powder River Basin and is heading for somewhere in Wisconsin.
It's an all on this lash up. It's like,
yeah, we saw that lash up last night, and we tried to catch it, but we missed it. You can film it now.
Five Norfolk Southern GEs are leading this eastbound mixed freight, which just got a fresh crew at the Global 3 yard a couple miles west of town. Up until just a few years ago, lash-ups like these on the Geneva sub were impossible, as Union Pacific still used Chicago and Northwestern's form of cab signaling. A few years ago, they took the cab signaling out, and now any locomotive that is PTC equipped from any railroad can lead trains on this line. Like the previous two communities we have visited, Rochelle is a no train horn zone, and as a result, trains can easily sneak up on you, just like this. A BNSF 25th anniversary tribute unit is trailing on this double-stack train. An eastbound BNSF empty grain train is right on the heels of the double-stack train. The speed limit through here is 35 for BNSF trains, and they are doing roughly the exact same speed. A westbound UP train comprising of mostly autoracks slowly passes the pavilion. The reason for the slow speed is that it is diverging to go into the Global 3 yard. Two of Union Pacific's ubiquitous SD-70Ms are pulling this train. UP slowly plans to get rid of these units over the coming years. An ex-Chicago and Northwestern unit is right on home rails, leading this train of all racks westbound.
Caleb, try not to be warning now.
Okay, well somebody's gotta
An eastbound loaded ethanol train on the BNSF passes through next. I believe this is one of the Eddystone, Pennsylvania oil trains. After the ethanol train, we set up for what is undoubtedly the catch of the day. It is a maintenance of way train with one Hirail truck for power, pulling 3 empty tie gonds. Back to actual trains now. An eastbound UPS train rushes over the diamonds at Rochelle. If you saw my previous video in West Chicago, and if not, please do, you would know that Union Pacific operates this line in a tradition known as left-hand running. The left-handed operation was pioneered by the Chicago and Northwestern, and in 2024, Union Pacific still carries on the tradition on the Geneva sub. Eastbound trains normally run on the north track, while westbound trains run on the south track. The conductor of this train waves to the railfans as she passes through town. It is another loaded coal train destined for Wisconsin. While it may not seem like much right now, it is what is on the bottom of this train shoving on the rear is what is the big buzz of all the railfans here at the moment. UP 1983, the Western Pacific Heritage Unit, is shoving on the rear of this train. A westbound BNSF UPS train that I believe is either destined for Seattle or Portland passes by Rochelle next. BNSF does not run heavy through Rochelle, but there's still plenty of trains to warrant a visit.
Rochelle, Illinois.
A westbound UP train waiting permission to enter the Global 3 yard for a crew change finally gets its turn. Rochelle can be a very congested place sometimes.
This guy is closer than your last one.
Even with this train's permission to enter the yard, being over 2 miles in length, there's no room in the yard for him to fit. Because of this, I stopped recording after the train stopped, and I went on to do something else.
Yeah, it looks like some type of EMD. I know steam engines and foreign diesels better than American diesels. You know this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, foreign diesels, Russian and Chinese diesels more specifically, I'm more familiar with. He's not running though. Oh, those flanges sound mad.
One of Union Pacific's SD40-2 rebuilds is dead in tow on this train. These units retain their SD40-2 car body, but have been upgraded with a relatively new electrical system. These units are classified by Union Pacific as SD40Ns and can be found all over the system, but for how long?
There's a Canadian police chase with a tractor.
Yes, I've seen that. All the wires are insulated, everything is heated, everything. If they have a little stove that you can heat up your tea, your tashonka, cook eggs in the morning, they're damn well going to be things over-engineered for that thing. And Russia makes some very sturdy engine, has very sturdy engine. Yes, some of it is simplistic, but my God, does it work.
I saw the video where it cooked something on the video.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they were cooking on. Yeah, they had a cast iron pan on the boiler on the inside of the cab, and they would put the pan with some butter on it. That's how they would cook eggs. You got to eat somehow.
My favorite is when I they know.
Yeah, that's what they would do.
I cook bacon, and I cook bacon on, when I went down to Hockey Mountain, we cooked bacon on the fire. They still have the E40 on here. Yep. And then they, like that K5CHA, whatever.
Yep. They're horrifying. Yep, they're Texan types. They have their Texan types. They have a lot of mountain types. They have a lot of oh my goodness, excuse me. They have their Hudsons. Oh yeah. I love their. There we go. Nice. About a year, yeah.
I ended up going to a party level
Alright, let's see if it sees me on the left now.
I always get nervous every time I see a oil change train.
Was that a shave and a haircut?
That was.
That's what I thought.
After hours of nothing, suddenly 3 BNSF eastbound trains are in the picture due to pass Rochelle. The first is an eastbound manifest freight comprised of 75% tanker cars of all different shapes and sizes.
That's brand new. That's brand new. Yeah, these Pro Court tankers are fairly new. What's in these tankers? Like, is it, like
The placard will tell you.
if I can see without my glasses? Petroleum glass.
Gas.
Petroleum. It's petroleum gas.
Yep. It's like that's the one that goes to the water, right?
Yep.
Like,
No, this is I think no. It's usually the gray and the white here. Oh, yeah.
it's got to be.
Okay. More petroleum gas, more petroleum gas, more petroleum gas. Probably.
Yep, we got to.
There's a friend behind it. Listen to that thing thrash. Container cars. Some of my favorite.
In rapidly fading evening light, another one of BNSF's double-stack trains that I assume is coming from the Pacific Northwest passes through Rochelle.
Probably about 10, 15 years old. Can you see the red?
Thank you, by the way. Are there supposed to be two trailers on these?
They can fit two 28-footers on these, but most of the time they
Did you see that? It was not set in a little bit. But the thing is, the latches are going to hold it from rocking about, so.
I'm curious.
And
Containers on.
what is it?
One of BNSF's remaining Heritage 1 painted C44-9Ws is in the middle of the lash-up. The Heritage 1 paint scheme, sometimes called the Great Northern Paint Scheme, was BNSF's first official corporate livery. But not long after its introduction, it was replaced by the much more ubiquitous Heritage 2 paint.
Alright, viewers, another freight train coming. This time it's the UP.
Next, Southern Pacific GE leads one more Wisconsin-bound coal train through Rochelle. 25 to 30 years ago, coal was king at Rochelle, as the Chicago and Northwestern, and later Union Pacific, hauled thousands of tons of it out of the Powder River Basin annually. However, as the 21st century has progressed so far, coal has significantly declined, and thus we have seen less and less coal trains. This particular train, however, is well over 200 cars and needs 6 AC traction diesels to get it over the road.
That one of those was probably still a tender.
Those are 50-ton hoppers, so... Yeah. Yeah, there's there's some flat spots in some of the cars. That happens. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, it burns hotter and it burns more efficiently. And that's what we want steam cars now.
Yep.
Because you need a lot of energy.
Yeah, that's true. It's like when we were using bituminous and anthracite with the duplexes. It was the only way to run them properly because it's the only coal that they. Yeah, this is a long train. This is a very long train. That's the case. Look at that thing wiggle. Look at that. Pretty much. Oh my God, that thing is like. When we were here on 537, our difference in the firing orders are on these T-boats. So because the reason why that's the case is that these T-boats are not constantly backfiring. With those, since the fire ordering is different, you got a lot of fuel that needs to be aerosolized. How do you do that? Combustion. Boom. A lot of flushing diesel locomotives are like that too. People say, oh, it's fully burnt. No, that's how it's designed to do. Especially when you're operating steam locomotives with what? Minus 100? Yeah, that is.
God, that's a long out time.
Yep. We're probably going to see more units before we reach the end, probably. Wow. Oh, my back is hurting. So bad. Yeah, I parked foot. I parked foot, this foot, I walked this line. See how it's stuck currently? This foot right here? Oh! No, it's not too bad. Yeah, I broke it when I was a kid, so. Alright, I'm gonna sit down for a minute. See, these are quiet. These are super quiet. The ones like 20. Oh no, never mind. It's just one. I thought there'd be more, but I guess not. That thing is quiet compared to the locomotives we just saw.
He's in neutral, that's why.
Yeah, so he's just using the torque to just glide essentially.
In the last possible rays of sunlight, one more UP train is in store for us. It is a transfer of containers from Global 1 Yard in Chicago to Global 3 Yard in Rochelle. One late 1990s era built SD70M is all that's needed for this job.
Oh yeah, that's from a Chinese shipping company. Yeah, that green you rarely see out here in the States, but it's a cool green. I like it. There's another pink tonight, or as I like to call it, don't you know later?
Do you want a rail fan the Columbus area? One rail really cheese bad.
Oh yeah.
Ohio darn it! Don't check no. Ohio recently.
That one's very red right there.
Yeah.
It's like blood red.
Oh wow. Okay, so here we need something. They run a daily train from Newark to Columbus.
Oh, funny, haha.
Now,
Ocean
but
Network
CSX is hard to shoot in Columbus because you only my line that I take some lines.
Yeah, there's me, the best shortcut is after I get past the Woodstock, I bring go up 173.
Yeah.
And I usually take up to the side roads up to Noah City.
Yeah. So it makes it difficult to shoot.
Yeah, I sneak through Richmond to get to Zion because you can, as soon as you have all that weight pressing into the wheels.
Yep.
Jack. Nice to meet you, Jack.
Mustard
Well,
color?
I'm from
Okay.
Chicago, but more specifically the
Mediterranean Shipping Company.
You're about 40 minutes away from me.
Really?
Yeah, I'm in Woodstock.
From Woodstock?
Yeah.
Okay. Woodstock, Illinois.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be at IRM next Saturday.
I want to go there. I haven't been there once this year. I went there a lot last year because I was going through a lot of stuff mentally. So
Same.
yeah.
Pretty much after August, I was down there every other weekend.
Yep. And
I'm going down for Sophie's weekend because they do the pork chop dinner. And the caterer they get a group or a caterer from Waterman that does it.
I heard
Like yellow there means it's going in.
Yeah, it's going to Global. I guess they still use it.
They don't originally terminate trains out of it anymore.
you can hear the containers like shift as the locomotive moves. That's how good my hearing is.
Oh man.
It's because they're doing this slowly, very slowly.
You know, if you're gonna burglarize a train, this one will probably be one of the best ones.
Oh, these things are probably locked up. These things probably have like really.
These are trash containers. Nothing angle grinders.
That is true. Or a welder,
These,
or one of those
MSC
portable
ones is
welders.
Italy, Mediterranean.
What?
The yellow containers.
Oh, these are where these from?
Mediterranean Shipping Company.
Yep. What would be in there? Food? Or just like, clothes and stuff? Clothing.
We have to cut some shit today.
Maybe car parts for Ferrari.
Probably. That means there's probably millions of dollars in some of these crates. As someone who, yeah.
Then they go right on to a truck over there in Europe.
Okay.
Stop.
That used to buy from one of the other companies.
Before I depart for the night, one more train arrives at the Rochelle Park. It is a westbound BNSF grain extra, which means it is an empty train returning to be loaded. As the grain train disappears off into the distance, this brings to a close our visit to the Rochelle Railroad Park. I still had a 30-minute drive back to my hotel, and I had to pack everything up for the chase across Illinois and eventually the journey home the next day. I hope you enjoyed this little excursion out to the Chicagoland and Illinois hotspots as much as I did. The next video will be about the Fostoria train show, but that is a story for another time. Until then, I'm signing off for this one, and as always, go Buckeyes!